What's up, y'all? It's Everything Shay, and thank you so much for tuning into my channel. If you are new, then thank you so much for checking me out, and hopefully by now you have subscribed. Just a little bit about myself. I am a BSN student, and I am expected to graduate in the year of 2022. So that's next year, y'all. Right now, I am taking physical assessment. I have already taken my final exam for this class, and I did pretty well on it. This class should end, well, it will be ending on this Tuesday, and I should get an A in the class, so yay for me. Also, I want to congratulate all the students who are starting their nursing program this term. Congratulations to you guys. And yeah, so if you like what you see so far, continue watching this video, and let's get to it. Okay, y'all, so for today's video, I will be sharing tips on how to be successful in your Fundamentals of Nursing class. Now, the good thing, guys, is that Fundamentals of Nursing is really not a difficult course. As long as you put in the time and effort, there's no reason that you shouldn't be successful in this class. So that brings me to my tip number one, which is to do your quick readings prior to going to class. When you do your quick readings, this allows you to get a general overview of what your teacher will be presenting in class. Now, what I like to do, I like to use the PowerPoints as an outline. That way, when I am taking notes, I know what area in the textbook I need to focus on. So when you do your quick readings, just use your PowerPoints as your outline, and then that should be able to get you started prior to going to class. Also, when you are doing your quick readings, you want to make sure you incorporate the nursing process when you are taking your notes. So that consists of your assessment, your nursing diagnosis, the plan of care, your nursing interventions, and the evaluation. So make sure you are getting the signs and symptoms, what causes it, how to prevent it, what are you going to do as a nurse to help this patient, okay? So when you do your quick readings, make sure you make note of that as well. All right, so tip number two is when you actually go to class, you want to make sure that you take notes and also record the lecture if you can. Right now I am virtual online, so the teacher, she does record the lectures for us, so I don't have to worry about that. So I am able to always go back and listen to my lectures. Now, if you are in person and the teacher does not record the lectures, you can use your cell phone, or you can just purchase you a recorder, maybe from like Walmart or Target, and that way you can always go back and listen to your lectures, you know, whenever you get ready. When you are in lecture, you want to make sure that you are doing more listening than actual writing, because you want to make sure that you really retain that information that the professor is telling you. The purpose of the quick review is that it also helps you to cut back on the amount of writing that you have to do inside of lecture. So make sure you do more listening than writing. Also, if that instructor raises their tone when giving information, then you know that it's probably going to be on the exam, and you need to write that down. If the instructor constantly repeats something over and over again, you need to write that down, okay? Also, if the instructor uses terms like redness, swelling, or like bluish tint to the skin tone, you need to know like what medical terms are used for those type of words. So for swelling, that's edema. For redness, that's erythema. For bluish tint to skin, that's cyanosis. So you need to be sure that you know those terms, because those terms are going to show up on your exam. You're not going to see redness or swelling, so make note of those type of terms too. All right, y'all, so tip number three is to pull out your textbook. And when you use your textbook, basically all you are going to do is review the same information that your teacher went over in class. So you don't have to read the whole chapters, because we all know those chapters can be quite lengthy. So whatever your teacher went over in class, you are going to go over that specific section in that textbook to increase your understanding. So if she went over wound care management, that is a section within that chapter that you will go over. And also, you just want to make sure that you take notes as well on the information that you are not understanding, because the more you write it down and the more you read it, that will also help increase your understanding. Now, if you are someone who is still struggling with the material and you still are like just lost, then I will highly suggest that you purchase a review book. Now, my school, they proctor our exams through ATI. So I have the ATI review book, not review, review book, which my school actually gave me that book for free. But you can also purchase it as well. That book has been really helpful. It has really helped guide my studies and help like improve my grades as far as my exams. But I would definitely not use that book alone by itself to study. You just want to make sure you just use that book as a cross-reference along with your textbook. Okay, so now if your school is really big on HESI, then I would suggest that you use the Saunders NCLEX review book, which is this book right here. You can find this book on the Elsevier website. Now, Elsevier, these are the makers, they are the makers of HESI. So, I mean, it only makes sense if your school administers your exams through HESI, then why not use their review book? I mean, it only makes sense, y'all. So I would definitely get this book if your school uses HESI. All right, so now you have done your quick review, you went to lecture, you took notes, you read the textbook, you used your review book. Now it's time to combine all of your notes, get them organized, and put your notes on a Google document. You can use Word or Microsoft, whatever you want to use. Just make sure you put everything on a document, okay? That way everything can look neat and like more organized when you're studying. You will have the option to change the font, add color, add pictures or diagrams, whatever you need to do in order for that material to stick in your head, okay? So I like to use Google Docs. It's a little bit more user-friendly compared to Word document. So I use Google document. You can also share it with your other peers so they can like edit it as well. If you don't want to use a Google document or whatever, you can always use Quizlet as well. I have used Quizlet in the past. Typically when I use Quizlet, I put like the basic information on there and then I'll make up my own questions as I go. That way I can also, test my knowledge. If you don't want to use Quizlet or you don't want to do a document, you can always handwrite it. Actually, there are studies that proves that handwriting actually increases your memory. So you can handwrite it. Whatever you need to do, just get your notes organized so that you can study the material, okay? So now, y'all. Now there is tip number 5, y'all. This is like the best tip I can give you. So you want to do as many practice questions as you can. Like you want to damn near get to the point where you don't even have to read the damn question. You can just answer it, okay? No, don't do that. You do need to read the question. But the more questions that you do, the more that you'll get familiar on the type of questions that you'll be asked. So I typically like to do the questions in my textbook. I'll do the questions in the review book, or I'll find questions on Quizlet for me to complete. And typically what I do, if I'm like out, on the go, I'll pull up Quizlet, find questions, or I look at my own Quizlet, while I'm studying. But yeah, you just want to make sure you do as many questions as you can, because this can really improve your chances of getting a good grade on your exam. So that's all of my tips. I do have some extra little things I want to add in there. As far as the amount of time I study, and I'm speaking of fundamentals of nursing, I did study about 2 to 3 hours a day. Keep in mind when you are creating your notes or like that document, like you need to be on it. Like don't be trying to spend so much time trying to like create the document. You need to get it done like ASAP, because what's going to happen is you like taking your time creating a document, and then next thing you know, your exam is tomorrow. It's like, damn, like you just wasted your time making a document. Now you don't have time to review it. So make sure you get everything done in enough time so that you'll have time to review. Also, let me look at my extra notes. Yeah, also make sure you incorporate the nursing process. Like I said earlier, you want to be looking for the signs and symptoms, how to prevent it, the nursing interventions that you have to do, what type of nursing diagnosis you can come up from the signs and symptoms that the patient is having. Also look at the tables in your textbook. Sometimes those tables explain things in greater detail, and that will also increase your understanding as well. All right, y'all, so that's it for this video. I hope you guys are enjoying the content that I am putting out. If you like this video, don't forget to thumbs up. Also, comment down below and give me some video ideas. Help a sister out, okay? Also, I just want to congratulate all the new nursing students again. And for you guys who are already in the nursing program, keep pushing, y'all. We got this. And y'all, I'm going to see y'all in the next video. Bye, y'all.